let's get started with the basics. So I think we have a lot of people on the call tonight who aren't familiar with Lavelle. So for people who are new, people who aren't familiar with the company and the brand, what is our company about? Like, what's our real mission?
Yeah, what's interesting about that is we've been going strong for almost 9 years now. We're a few weeks out. Lavelle will have its, ninth anniversary. And it's all been about premium nutrition since day one. We started the company with a focus to be the world leader in human nutrition. We knew there was a lot of competition in the space. We knew there was a lot of products out there to compete with, but we felt that we could do it better. We felt that we had a different idea, and we felt that the missing link was focusing on proper nutrition, which you're going to hear about tonight, filling nutritional gaps and deficiencies. And so ever since day one, it's about building the product line the way we felt it should be built, focusing on quality instead of quantity, and, using the thought, the know-how and the experience that we've had for being in the space for collectively going on 50 years. And so just building a better machine, right? I'm a big car fanatic and I always use car analogies. We know there's a lot of nutritional companies out there. We're not the only car on the track. We just felt that we had some ideas and we had some know-how that wasn't being executed in the marketplace. We felt like there was a niche for us to compete in that space at a very high level. And, when you're starting out as a startup company, which we were at this moment in time in 2012, you think your ideas are right, you hope your ideas are right, but you're new, right? And so you're kind of stepping out on faith. And now 9 years later, the company was the fastest to $1 billion in sales in our space, so the direct selling space. So from 0 to $1 billion, we were the fastest to do it. We were likely the fastest to do it to $2 billion, and going strong, approaching $3 billion now, and 10 million customers later, and well over 1 million promoters later, and lots of awards, lots of success, lots of stories. We're super grateful and super thankful to have the community that we have here, the culture we have here, the buy-in, the passionate customer base of people that really love this product. And so tonight you're going to hear about why the Thrive product line works. And at the end of the day, we're going to answer questions and we're going to kind of dissect it, a lot of different reasons why. But at the end of the day, to build a very big business in the nutritional space, you have to have a product that's very efficacious. That means that it works, right? It flat out works. And that is how you build 10 million customers, right? If your product doesn't work, if it's all marketing, that's short term, that's short lived. That's like an infomercial product that's here today, gone tomorrow. And we've been able to build a really big business that's going to go on to be even a bigger business for the next 10 years, the next 20 years. And so, Liz, it was always about building the world leader in human nutritional technology product line. It was us trying to be the best. We wanted to be the Ferrari out there amongst a lot of Hondas and Fords. And I'm not knocking Hondas or Fords. I'm just making an analogy. So that was the mission.
Awesome. So this is so cool, but in the Zoom, we have like a chat feature. And so a lot of people are saying where they're calling in from, and there are so many people who are new. So this is just so exciting. Like somebody just posted for the first day. So anyway, with that, and given that Lavelle has a large product line, but if I was a brand new customer to Lavelle, which product should I start? Where should I get started, and why?
Yeah, great question. And so we've tried to do a very good job since day one. And on day one, it was much easier because all we had were the initial 3 products, which is known as the Thrive Experience, which is how I'm going to answer the question. But now you're right. 9 years later, we do have a very robust product offering. And so it's kind of, I could see a new person getting on the shopping cart and being like, okay, where do I start? What do I do? And so the good thing is it's a very easy question to answer. And so the Thrive Experience is 3 products that are taken in the morning on an empty stomach that are completed within 40 minutes of you being out of bed. So it's simple, it's easy, it's quick. You don't have to take a bunch of stuff with you in your purse, in your gym bag. You don't have to take stuff with you to work. You don't have to take something after lunch, before dinner. You don't have to think about anything other than the first 40 minutes of being up in the morning. And why we have been able to grow this company to 10 million customers plus worldwide, why we were the fastest company from 0 to $1 billion in our space, why there's over 1 million people on Facebook chattering about us, why there's hundreds of thousands of people on Instagram. The answer to why this, why that on everything in terms of what we've been able to do are these 3 products. That essentially is the heart. That's the foundation. That's the stepping stone. That is Thrive. When somebody says at the end of the day, well, what is Thrive? It's these 3 products, these 3 foundational products where everybody starts. So everybody starts at the same place. We like to call it onboarding. We onboard all of our customers the same way. We want them to start the same way, and that's those 3 products. And the 3 products is our Thrive Premium Lifestyle Capsules, a Premium Lifestyle Shake, and our patented dermafusion technology. So you get up in the morning, your feet hit the floor, you have a nice empty stomach, which is what we want, and you're going to pop your lifestyle capsules before you even brush your teeth, right? Your feet hit the floor, bam, take them. You're going to begin your morning, if that's a shower, if that's brushing your teeth, getting the kids up, whatever it is. And 20 to 30 minutes later, you're going to mix your lifestyle shake mix, and then you're going to apply your dermafusion technology to clean, dry skin. Dermafusion technology, DFT, is what we call wearable nutrition. So boom, within 40 minutes of you being up in the morning, you're done. You're done for the day. That's it. And so it's the simplicity, the ease and the simplicity that has attracted a lot of people. And then it's the results that have kept people here for 9 years, right? So those 3 products are synergistically formulated to work together. That's a very key element. They are the formula, and so your body can only digest and absorb so much nutrition at once. That's why we can't, create one giant pill that you take in the morning. Your body will not absorb it properly. So when we formulated the Thrive Experience, we knew that we had to break it into 3 products that the nutrition, the amount of nutrition we wanted to drive through the body, we had to break it up into 3 formulas that are synergistically meant to work together, and they're spaced out, right? You take those capsules, 20 to 30 minutes, we let that digest, we let that start absorbing, then we're going to come through with another delivery, and that's actually a powder, right? Our shake, it's got more aminos, more probiotics, more digestive enzymes. 50% of your daily vitamin and mineral recommendations are found in the shake alone. And then we've got DFT, which is not only another formula, but a completely different delivery system that's helping drive nutrition through the skin. And so those 3 together provide the body hundreds of amino acids, vitamins, minerals, plant extracts, probiotics, digestive enzymes. The list goes on and on and on. And what is the purpose? Okay, I think that's one of the most meaningful and notable questions. Well, what is the purpose of the Thrive Experience? Well, what is the purpose of these 3 products, Jason? The purpose is we are trying to drive as much nutrition into the body to fill in nutritional gaps and nutritional deficiencies. That is why we formulated the Thrive Experience. So if someone says, why did you formulate the Thrive Experience? What is the Thrive Experience supposed to do? Well, it's intended and it was formulated to fill in nutritional flaws, nutritional gaps, nutritional deficiencies. So in 2012, 9 years ago, when we're at the drawing board trying to figure out how to build the Ferrari in the race of Hondas, right? How to be the best out there, how to be this world leader, we knew after doing this for a very long time that a lot of companies approach the nutraceutical conversation the wrong way, right? If you're trying to help someone lose weight, let's address the root cause of why they're not managing weight properly, right? Nobody wants to address the root cause. Everybody just wants to throw ingredients and throw stimulants at the conversation. Well, if you don't address the root cause, that's a Band-Aid fix at best, if the Band-Aid even works. And so when we looked at formulating the Thrive Experience, the purpose and our mission was to fill in nutritional gaps and deficiencies, because I knew if we can give the body what it needs on a daily basis from a nutritional conversation, if we can fill in those gaps to some level of success, to some level of degree, the body is going to perform better naturally as a result of having the proper fuel, aka nutrition, to run on. And if you look at the average American, Canadian, Australian, whatever, if you look at the average human being across this globe and you run the math and you ask the question, are people getting the proper amount of nutrition on a day in, day out basis? The answer is no. And it's not no in a little way, it's no in a huge way. I mean, we're in a very drive-through, microwave society lifestyle. Got to get the kids here, got to get the kids here, got to go here, got to do this, got to do that. Nobody's getting the proper nutrition that we need. Our soils are not what they used to be 20, 30, 50, 80 years ago. And we're just in a very canned food, processed, drive-through environment that we're not getting, the human body is not getting what it needs. And then on top of that, half of us are dehydrated, we're not sleeping right, therefore our bodies are inflamed, and it's just this monotonous cycle. So of course you're not managing weight properly. Of course you have aches and discomfort. Of course your energy sucks. Of course you're not sleeping right. Of course you're aging much faster. It's of course, how is your body supposed to operate? How is the ultimate machine supposed to operate without proper fuel? I mean, it's math 101, right? And so that was our approach to the space. Hey, let's not throw ingredients at the conversation. Let's not throw stimulants at the conversation. Let's try to address the root cause of why people might not be, quote unquote, feeling their best, why they may not have the most energy, why their digestive is lacking, why they're not sleeping good, why they're not managing their weight. And a great place to start with that conversation is nutrition. Let's get nutrition in the body. Let's start filling in gaps and deficiencies and let the body do what it was designed to do from day one. And so that is what those three products are meant to do. That is what where everybody starts with those three products. And then we've got this incredible plus line after somebody starts on those three products. You know, it works kind of like this scenario. A customer will be on the Thrive Experience and say they've been on the products for 2, 3 months, 4 months, whatever the case may be. And they're going to say to themselves, hey, you know, my digestive system, my digestive well-being was very lacking coming into the Thrive Experience. Out of a 0 to 10, 10 being the best, I think I went from like a 3 to a 7. You know, so I've noticed results for sure, but there's a little bit more wood to chop, and I'd like to go from a 7 to a 10 with my digestive. I'd like to get a little bit better results. So we've got products out there to help complement the Thrive Experience in different categories. But you don't want to start there, Liz. You always want to start with those three powerhouse products. And we get asked all the time, well, can I just take one or two? Yes, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you're a human being. You can make your own decisions, but they're intended to work together. So do you want a third of the results? Do you want to just take one product, or do you want to take the whole system, right? And so it's very important that everybody kind of starts in the same place and understands the process, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. Your body, you know, the nutritional deficiencies that you may or may not have, everybody's body is different, but you're not just going to turn that around in 3 days. You're just not, you know what I mean? I mean, let's be realistic with each other. We used to promote very heavily the Thrive 8-week experience, and we kind of just condensed it to the Thrive experience. But the 8 weeks was something that we used early on to really help set the standards and the expectations of, hey, this is a process, right? This is commitment. This is not something that's, you're not just going to get in skinny jeans overnight, right? Especially when you've got a bag of Doritos open right in front of you, right? So it was about setting proper expectations. And then, another question we get asked a lot, Liz, is, well, do I have to take the products forever? No, you don't. But do you have to brush your teeth forever? Do you have to wear deodorant forever? Do you have to take a shower forever? I mean, sometimes you just have to do something to keep getting a certain result. So whether it's our products or not, you want to be supplementing for sure, somehow, some way, because let's go back again to the starting point. We're in a very preservative, processed, drive-through, microwave food society with lacking nutrition in our soils. It's just not, so if that's what you want your body and your family to run on from a nutritional perspective, is Taco Bell and things of that nature, then so be it. But to get the caliber of nutrition that these 3 products in this product line help supplement with the foods that you're eating on a daily basis, yes, I would encourage you to keep doing something forever, right? And so that's kind of why supplements were created in the first place. It's to supplement what you're not getting from your foods. But going back to the question, everybody starts with those 3 main products.
Well, and kind of building off what you were saying, if you're not doing a Thrive experience, you should be supplementing somehow. But one of the great things about the Thrive experience is that it really is just those 3 simple steps. And kind of leaning into that, there's a lot of nutritional products that are on the market these days. What is really makes Thrive a standout product from the rest? Like, why would somebody choose Thrive over everything else that's out there?
Yeah, I would say the 2 most prominent reasons. One is quality over quantity. 2, proprietary formulas, and then our delivery system. So 3 points that I'll go into actually. So the first one being the greatest, quality. We all know quality matters in life. Quality is king. And there's quality in everything we do and everything we buy. If you're going to go out for the best anniversary dinner with you and your spouse, if you're going to go to the best place in town and you want the best steak, you want the best wine, you want the best feeling, the best atmosphere, you're probably not going to go to a Chili's, right? Or you're not going to go to a TGI Fridays. You're probably going to go to the best steakhouse in town. And that's probably going to be a Morton's or a Capitol Grill or one of these big quality prime beef steakhouses, right? And the quality at your Chili's or your TGI Fridays for the steak is just not the same, right? So we all know there's quality. Why is car A more expensive than car B? Well, usually it comes down to quality. Well, why is sofa A more expensive than sofa B? Well, it usually comes down to quality. Why is purse A more expensive than purse B? Shoes A, right? So we all know that quality is real. We also know that sometimes the quality isn't always there, right? That it's kind of fancy marketing and just jacking the price up for the heck of it. But quality for us is the primary differentiating factor. And where we go with that is what's called premium grade. And so when you look to formulate and manufacture in the nutraceutical space, you have a very, very long list of ingredients to pull from. Well, once you land on an ingredient, let's just use B12, for example. Once you say, okay, I want B12 in my product, well, then you get to choose the quality and the caliber of B12, right? And there's different grades in the space. You have things that are called medical grade. You have pharmaceutical grade. You have cosmetic grade, right? and a premium grade would kind of fall in the middle between a pharmaceutical and a medical grade. And cosmetic grade is the lowest efficacy grade of any ingredient. It is the bottom of the barrel. And efficacy is king because efficacy and bioavailability is the amount of nutrition that the ingredient is going to contain. So if you have a cosmetic grade B12, that is going to have a very, very low bioavailability ratio to it. It's gonna register minimal to sometimes none nutrition. And a lot of times in that grade, they're not even real. It's plastic, it's synthetic vitamins. And I would say that 2%, this is an educated guess from doing this for a very long time, I would say 98% of products that are sold on websites and shelves and stores across the world consist of cosmetic grade ingredients. And people choose to go that route because it's the cheapest and your product is going to have the highest margin. And so it's just not very thought out. People in the nutrition space, it's the craziest thing. And it's why we chose to go a different path and be a different company, but they're just all after margins. And yeah, we want to be profitable too, but I also want to have a customer, not one time. I'd like to have a customer 1,000 times. And so is the margin really in using low ingredients to have the highest margin on one bottle, or is the margin in really keeping a customer for 5 years, right? And so then you have this 2% sector of what I would consider companies that are sourcing their raws, their materials, their ingredients from medical and pharmaceutical grade suppliers and vendors, right? And that's what we've chose to do. And so premium grade is a word that we use, and it means where our raws and our materials and the grade of suppliers that we pull from, that's what our products are built from and comprised of. And so quality is king. And that is the difference between you feeling our products versus not feeling a lot of products that you may have experienced or purchased in the past. That's why we have raving results. I mean, you go to our Instagram page, you go to our Facebook, you go to thrivereviews.net, you go to YouTube. When you hear people talk about this product for the first time, it sounds almost too good to be true. It's like, why would someone be talking this way about their vitamins, right? What do you mean your vitamins changed your life? I take vitamins all the time, says the kind of skeptic onlooker, and I've never felt my vitamins. It's the difference, right? And so we chose a path of quality. We knew that it was going to impact margins early on. We knew that we would not have the most profitable product out of the gate, but we felt that we could deliver results 10 times better than the rest of the 98% supplement companies running around out there. So the first reason we're different in a sea of endless amount of products is because our premium grade philosophy and commitment to source only the best of the best. That way we're going to have high bioavailability ratios in our products, which means the nutrition we're delivering, the nutrition we're rendering to the body is very high. Thus, we're getting a great result. We're getting a great reaction from the body off the nutrition. And we're going to have customers for a very long time, not just I bought your product one time, it didn't do anything, and see you later, which is the bulk of all the other products out there. The second reason we are different, the product line is different, is because of our know-how and our proprietary formulas, right? We all know that if you're cooking something, if you're baking something, if you're Coca-Cola, if you're whatever, it's all about the recipe, right? And we've got incredible recipes to build really great products, and we're sourcing with the best of the best materials and ingredients. And then we're combining that with really, really super strong, I don't even know the words to use it, incredible proprietary formulas that only we have and that a lot of people have tried to knock off and replicate and duplicate. And just an incredible team of people that put this project together and have kept it together. And that's what makes a team, right? You know, why does a team win a Super Bowl? It's because of the star players out there in the field. We've got a really good team in the lab behind the curtain, so to speak, that puts together formulas that a lot of people can't do. I mean, at the end of the day, it's as basic as that on the proprietary blends. The third thing I would say is our delivery systems, right? So here's where it works with the body, you know. So, okay, you're using the best of the best, the most expensive, high quality ingredients you can source. We get that. That makes sense. You're then putting those ingredients together in a very super well thought out pharmacology, superstar, great formulas, proprietary blends. Okay, so now you've got the best ingredients, the best formulas. Well, that's just the starting point. Now we've got to deliver it to the body. We've got to get it absorbed. And the higher we can get it absorbed, the better it's going to be, right? We can't get our product just chewed up through the digestive system. If we can't get it absorbed, what does it matter if we have the best ingredients, the best formula? We've got to drive it into the body. And when you look at a lot of our delivery systems that are patented, that are, you know, proprietary to us, DFT is a great one. A lot of our sequential delivery systems with our form, the collagen product, you know, you see a lot of these women in the company on social media raving about their hair growth, their skin results. You know, that's because we're able to drive it into the body at a very high level. And so why are we different? One, quality, premium grade, commitment, willing to spend more than 98% of the competition to get a better product, formulas that nobody else has, that a lot of people don't really know how to do and put together, to be honest. And then 3, delivery systems would drive it into the body in a more sophisticated, higher engineered way. Those are the 3 reasons why we're different, Liz.
Well, and I think it really comes down to what you were saying is, you know, why is everybody so excited about these vitamins, or why is everybody so excited about Thrive? There is a reason, and really, you know, feeling is believing. So talking about the product and talking about the manufacturing and the quality that's there, could you go into a little bit more detail about how and where Lavelle products are manufactured, and like what kind of standards are in place?
Absolutely. Great question. So all of our products are manufactured here in the U.S. Some products, depending on the particular type of product, you know, a lot of our capsule lineup and machines comes out of Arizona. We do some packaging out of California. We do some packaging inside of Dallas as well. And so we've got a couple different facilities. The majority of our products, I'd say 98%, are manufactured in-house. We do it ourselves. We don't outsource it to anybody else. It's something that we oversee and control ourselves. And a big misunderstanding, I guess is the best way to say it, a big misunderstanding in the nutraceutical space is the statement or question, is it FDA approved? Okay. And regardless on your view, like some people may scoff at things that are FDA approved, and then some people may think that FDA approval is the absolute gold standard of anything. And it doesn't really matter how you view an FDA approval. I want to discuss the misunderstanding of it. So nutraceuticals do not fall under FDA approval guidelines. There has not been one, listen to me close on this, there has not been one vitamin, not one weight loss product, not one supplement in the history of supplements, not one that has ever been FDA approved. They do not approve of supplement products. They don't approve them, quote unquote, right? They don't give them an FDA approval. They do approve and regulate the manufacturing and the standards, but not one product has ever been approved because they just don't do that. So a lot of people ask, was it FDA approved? No, not because they won't approve it or didn't give it their approval, they don't do that, right? They approve of drugs. They approve of medical devices. They don't give an approval to supplements. And that just is what it is. There's no gray area. There's no other way to look at it. Once again, not one product in the history of supplementation, but they do regulate and oversee the manufacturing and guidelines. And that's kind of what's unique about us. So what we have always done in trying to go over and above regulatory standards is why I think our quality is what it is, why our standards are where they are, because I would say, like a lot of regulatory bodies, a lot of times the standards that they give out are just kind of the starting or the very little at the very least. Does that make sense? Like at the very least, you need to be doing ... I feel like that's what a lot of regulatory standards are. It's kind of the bare minimum. And I know that kind of sounds bad, and that's not always the case, but sometimes it kind of leans to look and feel like that a lot of regulatory standards are meant to just say, don't go beneath this standard, right? It's just a standard. And so, well, the first customer in the company was my mom. The second was my wife, and so on, right? And many are the same for you listening on the line. You know, the first person you shared the product with is usually a friend or family. So I don't want to do the standard. I don't want to do the bare minimum. If we have to manufacture under this quality standard, well, let's go over and above that. If our clean room is only supposed to look like this and be like this and not have this level of microorganisms, if it's only supposed to meet this, and well, I don't want to do that. I want it perfect, or I want it as much as perfect as I can get it. And so I would say the manufacturing standards with us are we perfect? No, we're human beings at the end of the day, but you've got to understand the human element that's involved in this company and what we're doing. We're not just some company selling products on the internet of whom our customers we will never meet, right? Like if you're making a product that just goes on a Walgreens shelf, you know, I don't think you care as much if it's the other way around, right? I know hundreds, thousands of people on a personal level have personal relationships with them that taking this product for 9 years. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure we are perfect and we're going above standards at every opportunity that we have, that the quality control, the testing, the manufacturing, the guidelines, they're not the guidelines that are set upon us. They're the guidelines that we set that are so much higher than the quote unquote standard. And so it's been cool to see us scale, from very small beginnings 9 years ago to, production all over the U.S., blending millions and millions and millions of kilos of shake and powder. Our shake business alone is much larger than most companies' entire product line production. And so it's a very sophisticated engine, right? We've got the product manufacturing, which is what handles the capsules, the powders, the raw materials. That goes to a packaging facility, which actually injects the capsule, the powder into paquettes that then go into boxes. And so it's a very sophisticated engine. We try to go to great lengths too to have premium packaging, right? We think about the end consumer, the end user. When you share a packet, when you share this product with someone, we want to set the perception right then with our packaging, right? Packaging is essentially a business card. And you see a lot of companies, they just do the cheapest that they can, and they just throw everything in a dinky little bottle, and it just looks no different. And we're spending money on packaging, biodegradable packaging. We're spending money on single serving packaging. So you hand this packet to a friend and you're able to sample it versus giving them a bottle with 60 capsules in it. And so we go through great lengths on the packaging, custom corrugated boxes, when we could just be doing a dinky brown box that shows up. We don't want to be that. We try to be premium at every level. You order from us the first time and a big, beautiful white, multicolored box shows up at your front door. You open it, you've got great packaging, you've got incredible product, you've got a great experience and great results. And that's how you build a really big brand, in my opinion, is being premium on all levels. I mean, look at some of the biggest brands in the world, right? Louis Vuitton, Bentley, whatever the case may be. They're not being good or they're not being premium in one area. It's in everything they do and everything they touch. And I think that goes a long way.
Absolutely. And the fact, like you were saying, that the quality standards that other companies have as their ceiling, that's really like our floor and like where we build from. So that's so incredible. So we're about to wrap up here. Jason, I didn't know if you had any more final thoughts before we close it up.
No, I mean, I think for all the new people that joined tonight, thank you for spending some time with us. And the best way to find out what the Thrive experience is going to do is to start your experience. And, documentation wins the conversation 100% of the time. So regardless of what I said tonight and regardless of if you bought into what I said, look at the documentation of this company, look at the results, look at the stories, look at the reality, look at the numbers, and that tells you if a product or a company is being successful or not in the marketplace. So thanks for having me on, Liz. I really appreciated it.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Jason, for going deep with us on product. I really appreciate it. We are looking forward to having more of these interview style calls in the future. And thank you to everybody who joined us tonight. If you're ready to thrive, get in touch with the person who invited you on this call. And we also want to let you know how you can thrive for free, whether you're a customer or a promoter. Yep, I said it. You can get your Thrive products for free. Customers and promoters can thrive for free by referring two friends who enroll in the auto-ship program. You can simply use your referral link that's within your account to share it with your friends, and then you're eligible to receive free products each and every month as long as they continue on their auto-ship. And for anybody who wants to hear more about the Thrive experience, including some terrific experience stories, you can stay on the line. And in about 22 minutes, Nikki Levine and some of her newest drivers are going to be right here on this call at 8 p.m. Central. And she's going to lead us in a great Thrive experience call. So you'll get to hear some live stories from people experiencing it. So thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next time.